Simplifying fractions is another topic that we cover in this chapter. We start out with just our basic fractions that don't have any variables. So just to review, how do you simplify or reduce a fraction? You're going to take your fraction, so in this case 10 over 15, and you're trying to find a common factor, a number that goes into both 10 and 15 that you can divide them by. So 10 and 15, we might say, oh, well, 5 fits into both. So let's divide them both by 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And now we look at 2 and 3 and say, well, do 2 and 3 have any common factors that we can reduce this with? And 2 and 3 do not, so that is going to be our final answer. All right, moving on to 12 over 36, looking for a common factor we can divide these by. And, you know, if you can pick the greatest common factor right away, that'll save you some work. If you don't, that's okay. Maybe say, oh, hey, I can divide them both by 2 because they're even. So that gives us 12 divided by 2 is 6. 36 divided by 2 is 18. Then you might say, oh, let me divide by 2 again. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So 3 over 9, well, they have 3 as a common factor. So divide them both by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And we get 1 over 3. So we divided we reduced this 3 times to get to that final answer of 1/3. That is definitely okay to reduce that way. However, I do want to encourage you to try to find a bigger number that fits into 12 and 36. For example, maybe you said, oh, well, 12 fits into 36, so let's just divide them both by 12. Well, 12 divided by 12 is 1. 36 divided by 12 is 3. So you can see we got to that same answer, 1/3, just a little bit faster. So I like to make math fast. I love math, but if I don't need to take 5 steps to get there, I won't. And so I always try to find the greatest common factor to reduce with. All right, 18 and 24. What's the biggest number we can divide these down by? So what fits into both an 18 and a 24? 2 fits into both, but I also know that 6 fits into both. So when we reduce, let's divide it by 6. 18 divided by 6 is 3. 24 divided by 6 is 4. Now we look at 3 over 4. Do they have any common factors? They do not, so that is our reduced fraction.